I want to introduce two gentlemen right now real quick. They're with a company called Allbright Technologies. Give me a second. There we go. They're with a company called Allbright Technologies based out of Poland. And the reason that I want to introduce you to them is that they, over the last 3 months, I've worked very closely with them, and they've actually helped us put together our mobile app. This is going to help keep our members connected. It's going to help provide flexibility as it relates to connecting with people via chat, so you don't have to go into the web platform. You could use this tool. You could invite your colleagues to join FinTech Connector through our tool, and more importantly, outside of the conversations, is that you're going to get notifications when you have messages or new members that join, so you could connect with them right away. I'm going to pass it over to both Piotr and Marek for 2 or 3 minutes so they could introduce themselves. These guys are extremely capable. So if you're looking for a mobile app or a FinTech app, these are the guys to talk to. So I'm going to pass it over to you. I'm going to get rid of I'm going to stop sharing for a second. And Piotr, I believe you are going to talk for 2 minutes and introduce yourself.
Yes, that's correct. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. Thank you, Angel, for your introduction. Can you hear me well? Perfect. I'm happy to be here, connected to so many wonderful professionals from different parts of the world. Together with Marek Gocał, we are founders of Allbright.io, which is a software development studio based in Warsaw, and we are specializing in mobile and web solutions for FinTech. So 4 months ago, we were introduced by Jarosław Sarwa, who is a community partner here in Warsaw. We've been introduced to Angel, CEO of dynamically developing professional community, and we discussed what are the opportunities and challenges for the growing community and how we can help it to solve problems of the members and to make the collaboration more efficient. So we discussed many different ideas. In fact, we had to categorize them depending on complexity, on the priority, and we make a list of them. And we decided that the first step would be creating the mobile application. And the mobile application, which enables users to search for new connections, to message with other peers, and to search for the opportunities. This is just the beginning of the platform, but I hope that you will enjoy it. The application is available for both platforms, for iOS and Android. You can download it, you can test it, you can review it. And there is also a section which is called Ask Me a Question in this application. So whenever you have any question or any suggestion for the further improvement, you can always get back to us, and also you can reach Marek Gocał or myself. So I hope that we will provide you help. Let me tell you also something about our company. So we are focusing on building mobile and web solutions for FinTech. We've got 10 years of experience in this area. We've been building mobile wallets, contactless payments. So these are the topics that you mentioned earlier today. But we also build loyalty programs and applications. We built payment systems, integrated them, and among our customers, there were telecoms, innovative FinTech startups, corporations. So that's, I think, the great experience that we can share with you. And if you have any questions, or if you just want to discuss your idea, consult it, just let us know. You can contact Marek Gocał directly or myself. Yeah, so that's all, I think. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Look, I'm a firm believer that you know, seeing is believing, right? I mean, and these guys, we sat down, we planned it, they executed. And I'll tell you, I'm a pretty demanding guy. And they took it in stride, very easygoing. And I am very pleased with the execution of the app. And the fact that I told them I need to release this in beta, which is, I think, even better than beta, by April 16th for this event, because I want the people that are here to download the app and be our beta testers and provide us the feedback. And if you like what you see, I will say that I endorse these guys, and I tell you to please reach out to them if you're looking for some work. Not only are they our technology providers, but they're also our strategic relations partners. And that's what we do at FinTech Connector, is within our community, where can we help organizations and people and be able to promote them within ourselves. We should create this community so that we can leverage this community for things like that. And I probably would have never met Piotr Marek if it wasn't for my relationship with Jaroslaw, who is our Jaroslaw, who's on this call, I believe, who is our community partner from Poland, and told me, Angel, I have the guys for you that could help do this. Knowing that we're a startup and we don't have a deep budget, they worked with us, and here we are today. And I'm very happy to say that I'm very excited about our mobile app, which you can see some of the screens that I'm sharing now here. But really, it's really, hopefully you guys can see it. It's really, you got to download it. You got to play around with it. You got to connect with people. You got to invite your colleagues. That's the only way you're going to experience it. And if you like what you see, contact Piotr Marek. Allbright Technologies, thank you very much for helping us on this version 1.0 on our journey to connect the FinTech world. A couple more things before we go back to our Q&A, and we might run a little bit over, so those that can stay, and hopefully some of our speakers can stay, we'll go through some of these questions. We'll have an open forum, just raise your hand and we'll do that. But I do want to highlight a couple of things, and hopefully I haven't locked here, that it's coming to FinTech Connector. We are starting an Innovators Hub that is coming June 2020, and our goal here is to work with FinTechs at the earlier stage, just that are being impacted by what's going on, but more importantly, that are looking for a network, a community of enablers that could help them along their journey. These are the areas that the FinTechs that we are already starting to talk to at the starter, builder, and grower stage. And we will share this presentation, so I will not go into all of these. But the reality is, what we want to do here for the innovators is how do we help them build awareness, engagement, make introductions, find the right opportunity, and overall understand trends, and giving them access to a community like this to be able to build that out and to get access to organizations that might help on their journey. One of the key things about our Innovators Hub is you create a profile within FinTech Connector, very specific, that would allow us to showcase what you're doing, whether that is talking about you, talking about your organization, or putting out a demo or requesting demos. We'll help manage that for you to ensure that you're getting in front of the right people, not only in your local market, but in the global market, to give you access as well. So this is something that we're working on. It will be available in June 2020. If you're a FinTech company and you're interested in what we're looking to do here, please feel free to reach out to us and to me at fintechconnector.com, so we could discuss, or to any of the community partners that you could find on our communities page on FinTech Connector. Another thing that we're working on, it's probably going to be released later on in September, as Piotr mentioned. We had to prioritize, being a startup ourselves. Our capital is limited, so we had to prioritize what we needed to do, and we felt that the mobile app version 1.0 was important for us to get out there, just so we could keep engagement going within our community and get people more involved. But we're already working on what we call our LaunchPad services. This is going to be a premium service that's going to be available to our individual members. It is a marketplace as such, where innovators and enablers could come together, discuss their projects, what they're working on, what they need help with, and we'll help manage that process in terms of getting people on board. We are starting to take early names for those that are interested in the LaunchPad services, whether you're an enabler or an innovator. Get on the initial list, because you're the people that we're going to test this beta on us first. How it's going to work, it's around submitting a project requirements. It's about getting vetted, getting added to our platform, giving you access to view those projects, connecting you, being able for members to connect and communicate on very specific projects using the LaunchPad and the messaging platform, which we just released on our app. And then ultimately having members agree on the terms and fees. But the reality is, this is when we talk about how do we connect people in organizations. This is what we're talking about. Here's where we're going to have an opportunity to make sure that we're not just another LinkedIn for the FinTech community, but we're actually working on things that are going to impact the FinTech and the financial services industry. And the last thing before we go to our Q&A that I wanted to highlight is it's a call to action for you, our community. We are now at, as I mentioned earlier, close to 2,700 members. We want to continue to grow this membership. We do not want to be 100,000 members right away, but we want to make sure that we have quality over quantity. And the people that are on this call today are members. You are the quality members that we need. But for that, we also want you to help us. There are two ways you could do that, either through the web platform, using the function Invite Your Colleagues, where you could actually click on that and send an email, share it on social media, or just copy your unique tracking link, which is an invitation that you could send to your colleagues so they could join FinTech Connector. And when we approve them, within their profile, it'll say who they were invited by. With the mobile app, as Piotr mentioned, we have a functionality which would allow you to do the same thing by inviting your colleagues, sharing your invitation link in whatever platform that you like to share information. But the truth is, if you help us with 5 or 10 quality members, we could easily, you could see how quickly we could start growing this network and how quickly we could start bringing more innovation, sharing of innovation between our various enablers and innovators. And really, as I mentioned when we first started, is I want FinTech Connector to be where the next generation of FinTech innovation comes from.